You're watching TAG TV.
Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Uzma Jafri. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 19th of October. Indian Prime Minister hands over keys to government housing scheme beneficiaries. Activist slams Pakistan for human rights violations in Balochistan. And President Ashraf Ghani urges Afghans to vote in upcoming elections. And now for all the details. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday paid obeisance at the famous Shirdi Shrine in India's western Maharashtra province to mark the 100th death anniversary of spiritual leader Sai Baba. He also handed over keys to around 250,000 beneficiaries of a government housing scheme in the province.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday visited the famous Shirdi Shrine in India's western Maharashtra province to mark the centenary of spiritual leader Sai Baba's death. Sai Baba died on October 18, 1918 and his body was laid at the shrine in Shirdi. Prime Minister Modi paid obeisance to the revered spiritual leader and also offered a chadar or sacred blanket at the shrine. Later in the day, he inaugurated various development projects of Sri Sai Baba Sansthan Trust at Shirdi, including a 10-megawatt solar project. He also interacted and handed over keys to beneficiaries of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana housing scheme across Maharashtra through video conferencing. Under the scheme, nearly 250,000 houses have been built in the province.
मुझे खुशी है कि दशहरे की इस पावन अवसर पर मुझे महाराष्ट्र के 2.5 लाख भाइयों बहनों को अपना घर सौंपने का अवसर मिला। मेरे वो भाई बहन जिनके लिए खुद का घर हमेशा ही सपना रहा।
Devotees across India visited Sai Baba temples to offer prayers to mark the 100th death anniversary of Sai Baba on Friday. The revered saint, who is till date claimed by both Hindus and Muslims, preached his principle of love and faith to all his disciples, irrespective of caste and creed. His followers believe that no one visiting the shrine of Sai Baba has ever returned empty-handed.
The number of people affected with swine flu or H1N1 virus is on the rise in India's southern Bengaluru city, with at least 11 dead due to the flu till Thursday. The government-run hospitals in the province are on alert to tackle the outbreak.
At least 11 people were confirmed dead due to H1N1 or swine flu in India's southern Bengaluru city till Thursday, a health official said. The rise in the number of cases affected with influenza A virus has caused panic amongst the people of the province. Authorities have advised the people to avoid going to crowded places and take proper hygiene measures to ensure safety. The H1N1 virus spreads when an individual touches an infected surface or breathes droplets of cough and sneezes that are in the air.
Whatever the cases we have seen in September is only 40 as per our hospital concern. Now what we have seen is 170 suspected, and then swabs also taken more, and then number of tablets we given more cases, more than fourfold of. Both suspicion, swabs taken and treatment given fourfold. And deaths also in September there is no death, but in October up to 16th I told you it is about 10 deaths.
The symptoms of swine flu include sore throat, cough, cold, fever, headache, nausea and vomiting. The 2009 global outbreak of swine flu or H1N1 had claimed over 17,000 lives, including over 2,700 in India between May 2009 and November 2010.
In news from Pakistan, Pakistan People's Party chairperson Bilawal Bhutto Zardari on Thursday said Prime Minister Imran Khan's secret meeting with officials of the National Accountability Bureau gives an impression that he intends to take revenge from leaders of other political parties. His remarks came as opposition leader Shehbaz Sharif was last week jailed for interrogation in a corruption case just before by-elections.
Chief of Pakistan People's Party Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has said the Prime Minister's secret meeting with the National Accountability Bureau or NAB gives an impression of political revenge. Zardari on Thursday said Premier Imran Khan's meeting with the NAB officials show that he intends to take revenge from leaders of other political parties. He added autonomous institutes are openly threatened during news conferences in the country, while suspicions arose when opposition leader Shehbaz Sharif was arrested a few days before the by-election. Shehbaz Sharif was ordered jail by an accountability court on October 6th for 10 days after being arrested in a corruption case. Due to the arrest, the leader couldn't campaign for his party in the crucial by-elections held last week. At the time of July 25th, the general elections in the country, his brother and former Premier Nawaz Sharif was also arrested 10 days before the elections, which was won by Imran Khan. He was then released from prison pending an appeal.
Moving on. Ali Arjimandi, brother of a victim of enforced disappearances by Pakistani forces, recently highlighted Pakistan is on a rampage to commit gross human rights violations in Balochistan. Activists have long blamed Pakistan has been using enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killings to suppress dissenting voices.
Ali Arjimandi, brother of a victim of enforced disappearances by Pakistani forces, recently highlighted Pakistan is on a rampage to commit gross human rights violation in Balochistan. In an interview, he said in his efforts to find his abducted brother, he was shocked to know about several other cases of arbitrary detentions, enforced disappearances and killing of activists and innocent people in Balochistan.
There are numbers that, alarming, 40,000 or so, just in about 9 years. So it is alarming, and also they have received more than 5,000 mutilated, tortured, bullet-riddled bodies of the Baluch activists or innocent people.
The Baloch claim that their homeland was illegally annexed by Pakistan in 1948. Activists have long blamed that thousands of Baloch political activists and intellectuals have been disappeared and many brutally killed by Pakistani security forces for raising their voices. They have been protesting worldwide to seek help from the international community and human rights organizations.
In news from Afghanistan, Afghanistan's President Ashraf Ghani on Thursday encouraged voters to participate in the parliamentary election scheduled to be held on Saturday. In an address to the nation, Ghani said holding election in the country will be a victory for the Afghan people, security forces and democracy.
Afghan President Ashraf Ghani on Thursday encouraged voters to participate in the upcoming parliamentary election. In an address to the nation, he said that holding the election will be a victory for the Afghan people, security forces and the democracy. The elections for the lower house of parliament are due to take place on Saturday.
آرزوی من از مردم افغانستان و از فرد که سن 18 سالگی را تکمیل کرده و برای اشتراک در انتخابات ثبت نام کردند این است که بروند در انتخابات اشتراک کنند.
Thousands of police and soldiers have been deployed across the country to ensure security amid incidents of assassinations of a number of candidates and civilian casualties in election-related attacks. The elections, which have been repeatedly delayed, are being seen as a key credibility test for Afghanistan's democratic institutions.
More on news from Afghanistan. General Abdul Razik, a popular Afghan police commander, was killed in an attack after a high-profile meeting in Kandahar province ended on Thursday. The attack claimed by Taliban came 2 days before the crucial parliamentary election and has raised questions over security on the polling day.
Afghanistan's Kandahar province police chief General Abdul Razik was gunned down in an attack on Thursday outside the Kandahar governor's office. A popular figure in the country, Razik, was killed when one of the bodyguards of the governor opened fire on a group of officials as they left a meeting. The assassination of the powerful police commander has left Afghanistan reeling ahead of parliamentary elections on Saturday.
په ډېرې خواشینۍ سره باید ووایم چې نن په یوې دردونکې پیښه کې د کندهار ولایت د امنیې قماندان او د دغه ولایت د ملي امنیت رئیس په شهادت رسیدلی دي. د دوی په شهادت د افغانستان ټولو افغانانو په ځانګړي ډول د کندهار خلکو ته تسلیت او غمشریکي وړاندې کوم.
General Scott Miller, the commander of US and NATO forces in Afghanistan, who was also present at the meeting in governor's office, survived the attack. The Taliban claimed responsibility for the attack, saying they had targeted both Miller and Razik.
India's first dog park was opened on Thursday in Hyderabad city of southern Telangana province to provide a separate space for dog lovers to enjoy with their pets. The park houses a splash pool, an amphitheatre, loo cafe and 3 lawns.
Dog lovers in India's southern Telangana province now have a reason to rejoice as the country's first dog park was opened in its Hyderabad city on Thursday. Aimed at providing a separate space for the dog lovers to enjoy with their pets, the park has been developed by the city's municipal corporation at a cost of $136,000, spreading over an area of 1.2 acres in Hyderabad's Kondapur region. The pooches would be treated with an extravagant experience in the park as it houses a splash pool, an amphitheatre, loo cafe and 3 lawns.
This is India's first certified dog park, built to international standards. It's located in 1.2 acres of Kondapur behind Radisson Hotel, and it's a park which has 3 lawns and 1 amphitheatre and also a loo cafe which will be free for all citizens. This park will be charged around 10 rupees because we want to let animals come with responsible adults.
The dogs are always at home and always very lazy, and since this park has come up, we could get them and we could have a nice time with dogs. It's such a lovely place and with such a nice infrastructure.
To ensure a comfortable experience for all breeds and their owners, separate enclosures have been marked for small and big kennels. For those who want to keep their dogs fit and obedient, the option of dog trainers and exercise equipment are also available for them in the park.
Devotees in India's western Surat city performed traditional Garba dance to mark the culmination of Navratri or 9 nights festival. Garba is performed in the honor of Hindu goddess Durga, with both men and women performing the dance dressed in traditional attires.
Scores of people gathered at the famous Umiya Dham Auditorium in Surat city of India's western Gujarat province to perform traditional Garba dance to mark the culmination of Navratri or 9 nights festival on Thursday. The devotees have been gathering together for the last 22 years to protect the age-old tradition of Garba dance and soak themselves in the devotion of goddess Durga. The Garba dance is performed in the honor of Hindu goddess Durga, with both men and women performing the dance dressed in traditional attires around a lighted lantern.
और सूरत में आज इसका हमारा यहाँ का प्रोग्राम का आखिरी दिवस है। आप देख रहे हो पीछे किस तरह से सब लोग सज धज के यहाँ गरबा खेलने के लिए आए हैं, माता जी की भक्ति करने के लिए आए हैं और सब लोग भक्ति में इस तरह से नाच रहे हैं, झूम रहे हैं, गा रहे हैं। एक अलग ही अपने आप में एकता का माहौल है।
नवरात्रि में बहुत मजा किया है, तो हर पूरे 9 दिन हमने अलग अलग कुछ ट्राई किया है, तो क्योंकि आज लास्ट दिन है तो हमने पपेट लेके आए हैं, हम लोग पपेट लेके आए हैं।
Navratri is a 9 nights long festival that celebrates the victory of Durga over the evil buffalo demon King Mahishasur. The festival holds immense importance in Hinduism. It is believed that during the festival, goddess Durga descends on earth to rid it of demons and bless her devotees with happiness and prosperity.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on southasianewsline.com. You can also visit us on facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.